So, how do you actually choose business plan software? I mean, the thing is that you have a lot of things to think about. You have a business plan to write. And the question is, should you write it yourself? Should you have a third party write it for you? Or should you just write it through a business plan software? So, let's have a conversation about that. So, here's the overview I really want you to pay attention to. Let's first define what we talk about when we mean what we talk about business plan software. What is it? So, a business plan is a detailed roadmap highlighting the future of business operations, right? It's not limited to established organizations, but can be written for small businesses to forecast their operations, also startups. So, business plan software is specifically designed to guide you through each step of your business plan and fill any gaps. That way, you will be more efficient in clarifying direction, attracting financing, developing team members, and eventually reaching your business goals. So, how do you actually choose it? Now, you have to pay attention to a few things. Well, what does really matter to you? Technically, you don't need business plan software, but using it can make the entire experience easier, and you'll have better odds of creating a solid plan. So you want to pay attention to things like collaboration. Okay, collaboration is important. And are you working in a team or are you working solo? You need to pay attention to the financials. If you haven't already done the research and calculations, look for a business plan app that automatically calculates those numbers for you. You want to think about ease of use, right? Ease of use is pretty important. You don't want to actually spend hours and hours and hours trying to figure out how to use business plan software. And also think about the things like you got to think about the functionality that you need in the business plan. Things like do you need multiple languages? Do you need to meet specific goals that an investor or a lender or a grant maker wants you to really comply with? So those are important elements. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. In today's conversation, we'll quickly talk about how to actually choose business plan software. And the thing here is that you need to understand, when we talk about choosing business plan software, you got to also pay attention to the sort of operational, I would say, stage you're in. If you're a startup, you will have different needs than if you are an established business, than if you are looking for a business plan for, let's say, a mergers and acquisition or for an investment bank. The goals are different. So you have to really go back to the constituencies for which you are actually writing the business plan to make sure you get things correctly. So here is a winner for you. So when we talk about business plan software, we really have to pay attention to a few things. You need to understand. So as I was telling you earlier, you need to really understand the kind of audience you're dealing with. Are you dealing with banks, with angel investors, with the venture capitalists, with grant makers, with hedge funds, with private equity partners? Are you dealing with individuals? Like what kind of goal are you pursuing by writing this business plan? And so the thing is, even if you're not seeking funding right now, a business plan can help your business because a formal plan can guide your business's direction and decision making. And it can make your business accountable by, for example, seeing if your business meets the financial projections you included. And a formal plan offers a great way to make sure your team stays on the same page. So this is really important. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about how to choose business plan software the right way. So when we talk about business plan, what do you need to include in your business plan anyway? I mean, it's important. I mean, what is the relevant information? What are the relevant capabilities you need to include? You need to embed in your business plan. First of all, you got to have basic information about your business, right? Your products and services, market and industry analysis, what makes your business competitive. Those are really quintessential information. You need to think about strategies and upcoming plans, your team and your team's background, really important, the current financial status, the financial and market projections, and the executive summary. This is vital because if you are in a sector of the economy that's going through ebbs and flows, you need to pay attention to the financial and market projections. And one thing you need to also pay attention to is that you got to really talk about you have to mention the SWOT analysis. So when we talk about the competitive analysis, how do you fit into the industry you're currently in, right? Is the sector competitive? Is it less competitive? You have to really talk about all this because see, the bottom line here is you are trying to provide context. You're trying to contextualize the business plan. You're trying to contextualize your position, your organization's position in the sector to sort of give the reader a clear idea of how you actually stack up against your rivals, against other players in the industry. Let me talk about the value added here. So when we talk about how to choose business plan software, you need to understand that there are several business plan software options. You don't have only one or two or three. No, you have a lot of them. Okay, you have Enloop. We have actually covered this on other shows. You have Atlas Business Solutions, Ultimate Business Planner. You have Enloop. You have EquityNet, Next Experts, iPlanner.net. You have OnePlace, Palo Alto Software, LivePlan, Plan Guru, StratPad, Tarkenton, Go Small Bees, and the Business Plan Shop. You have a lot of options there, and each of these options promises to help you construct a polished business plan with all the numbers and narrative that you need. So whether you want to start your own accounting firm, real estate operation, or e-commerce business, you will be ready to go if you go with the right business plan software tool. Now, one thing I want to say here is that you need to understand. You need to go back to the to square one. What kind of business plan are you looking for? It's important. And what we have to pay attention to, we want to pay attention to the timing of deliverability. In other words, how quickly do you want to have the business plan delivered to you? Is it important for you? What are the things that you really pay attention to, that you want to pay attention to? So you have to pay attention to things like the business plan structure. And please look at the quantitative side of things, do the numbers. And because ultimately a business plan shows how your company will make money, right? It's all about monetization. How do you monetize your business model? And it's really important to understand that even the simplest plan needs to include financial reports such as charts for profits and loss, but balance sheets and month by month and yearly projections. Also think about the context and analysis. Some business plan software solutions actually help you compare your numbers to others in your industry, including regions and company size. Think about also helpful advice. Even if the business plan software solution gives you places to plug in data, you need a good idea. You need to actually understand the information investors want to see. Think about the report depth and presentation, the depth and presentation of the report. So you want to treat the business plan as a work in progress, because you're going to have to dynamically move things here and there. You still need a spreadsheet, yeah, and you also need a plan for all businesses, which is really important if you are managing multiple businesses under one umbrella. Let's say if you are a financial advisor, or you are a startup incubator, or you're a startup, project manager, then you will need to have a business plan that helps you manage several companies. Let me talk to you about the pros and cons of using business plan software. It's important to understand, but I first want to start with the pros. So the thing is, as a business owner, it's essential to consider whether new software or tools will benefit your business or needlessly add to your overhead, right? So before purchasing business plan software, you want to thoroughly weigh the pros and cons against your business needs. It's all about looking at the delta, okay? And so as a matter of fact, business plan software offers several benefits, including you have step-by-step guidance, you have a statement and report generation, you have accurate reporting, you have customization, you have ease of updates. So when we talk about step-by-step guidance, business plan software has a detailed step-by-step guide to help you make the right choices for your business. It actually takes the guesswork out of aligning your business's structure and cash flow forecast for future goals. This is specifically helpful if you are not sure how to begin. You also have statement and report generation. So many small business owners don't have a strong financial background or understanding of the strategic aspects of a business plan. That's where a business plan tool comes in handy. It creates reports, graphs, and documents based on the information you have entered. And so this generated statements and reports can undoubtedly save you considerable amount of time. What about accurate reporting? Another quintessential element. Creating a business plan from scratch by yourself may result in mistakes, schooling the data, and rendering reports and hours of work useless. So a well-designed business plan software often comes with guarantees for accountability and accuracy in any reports generated under the program. and you have customization. So business plan tools typically offer the option to personalize your reports, which you should anyway. It also gives you the freedom to test out multiple scenarios depending on your long-term business goals, providing you more confidence in your business, right? So this is kind of quite essential also. And you want to have something that is easy to update. It's so simple to adjust or replace any ideas or numerical calculations for a different outcome using a business plan tool. Certain features also keep you up to date on your business's current situation and give you an insight into your future endeavors. So this is I'm just giving you, obviously, the list of pros here is not exhaustive. Those are the top 5 that you might want to think about. One thing I want to say here is that, by using business plan software, you'll be able to create a solid outline for your business. So no matter how you look at it, business planning software is cost effective. If you plan to create a solid business plan, you are much more likely to hold yourself accountable. And your business plan tool will help set realistic financial goals, and most also can keep your bottom line in check by integrating your accounting software. And so this is kind of cool. And your business planning software also enables you to collaborate with partners, mentors, and investors. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. And I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about how to choose business plan software. So let me quickly talk to you about the cons here. So I talked about the pros. Let's talk about the cons. I mean, business plan software can also come with a few downsides. I mean, there's nothing perfect in this life. And so you have the lack of flexibility. And the thing here is that some business plan software only allows like for specific customization, which could really limit personalizing your business plan at all. I mean, if at all, right? And so this includes sticking to available templates the software provides and being unable to rewrite the script or customize certain points in the data unless you upgrade to a more expensive subscription plan. And you have missed industry insights. So as you are not writing the base coding that makes up a business plan tool, there may be discrepancies between your industry and the developed software. So this could lead to missing out on essential industry insights and practical experience. And you also have the price tag. You can have a very expensive price tag depending on each type. Some business plan tools can be pricey and they can range from basic plans to premium versions. However, it's very difficult to know whether the premium plan will assist you or just create a dent in your budget, right? It's really what it is. And some of the business plan tools don't offer, and they don't offer support, and they can have slightly buggy features. That said, if you're serious about writing a solid business plan, go with a tool that's constantly updated and well made. And although some business plan tools have a collaboration feature, none of them can review the plan when you are done. And all business planning tools lack a human touch. I mean, that's the bottom line here. I mean, you can use a software tool, whatever, but at some point you need to think about the human element. And so there are a lot that it's really important to understand that the best business plan software is really the one that fits your specific needs, right? You know the unique requirements of your business better than anybody does. And so these are all quality services that offer business plan software tools for entrepreneurs like you. So you want to actually watch shows like this. You want to read reviews. You want to read reviews online. You want to call the company if needed to have better information about what you need to get what you need to have, but what you need to know before getting yourself into a, let's say, an annual plan. And please make sure that when you go with a business plan software provider, don't get into an annual contract. Some of them will ask you to sign up for an annual contract. Don't do that. You want to go on a month-by-month basis. It has to be a pay-as-you-go. Every month you'll renew your subscription, and if you don't like it, at some point just cancel it. It's all about preserving your budget too. Here is the approach I really want you to pay attention to. So here are the features you want to look for in business plan software. So the thing is, if you decide to purchase business plan software, it's worth considering several key features to make sure that the process of creating your plan is smooth. And so here are, I want to show you on the screen a few of the more specific features to look for in the business plan software application. First of all, you want to have a step-by-step wizard. So step-by-step wizard really much of the guesswork out of trying to decide which sections to work on and in which order. So this feature can take you through each section and make sure you are including everything your plan needs. And also templates. So setting up a business plan from scratch can be tough. That's why it's a great idea to have a jumping off points. So many tools include dozens, if not hundreds of templates to choose from. And many templates are geared toward particular types of businesses. So you can pick one that's right for you and that's in line with the business you're planning. What about financial projections? So most software applications can provide you with financial tools so you can lay out your case for a successful venture. With some options, you can plug in the numbers for expenses, cash flow, revenue, etc., and churn our financial projections. And the easier the process is, the better. So your business plan creation experience will be fantastic. Also, think about charts and graphs. So the tool you choose should be able to turn the financial data into eye-catching charts and graphs automatically. So this will make your business plans more enticing to potential investors. Also think about integrations. So some software integrates with popular accounting programs such as QuickBooks or Xero or even Wave for that matter. This is really useful when transferring financial details from your accounting software into your business plan, and so that your plan is free from mathematical errors, because you're trying to really stay away from all the manual intervention here. And think about the contributors. So many businesses are not being launched by one person only. So this is why we love the collaborative feature of whatever business planning tool that you get, right? And so when multiple people are involved, you like all your collaborators to contribute to the development of your business plan. And so you need to verify with the business plan provider the number of contributors that you can choose and who can actually make edits to the plan. And some software caps this number while others allow for unlimited contributors. What about additional services? So some software providers offer access to additional services that new entrepreneurs may find helpful, such as digital marketing help, website design services, and direct contact with consultants who can provide knowledgeable advice. So this is kind of cool. Let me really quickly give you the steps you need to really follow right now if you want to choose your business plan software. And it's really important to understand that while most business planning software can help you accomplish the same end goal, each has its pros and cons depending on your needs. And the business plan software for you may be different than the best option for your fellow business owners. So when shopping for a business plan software, consider the following. So you want to pay attention to budget. You want to look at collaboration, financial reporting, the interface, the templates, the software integrations, and the support. So let's talk about the budget. So perhaps most obvious, the business plan software you choose needs to fit within your budget. So basic business plan tools may not have all the functionality you're looking for, but more advanced features typically mean a higher price tag. Also, collaboration. So if you're collaborating on your business plan with a fellow founder, an accountant, or a legal counsel, you will want a business plan tool that supports multiple team members. Some software allow you to add users as viewers, which can be helpful for distributing the plan to shareholders, lenders, or potential investors, for example. Also, think about financial reporting. If business financials and reporting are important to you, choose business plan software that excels in this area. You want to look for business planning tools that offer financial forecasting features beyond basic data reporting. You have including marketing and performance reports and data visualization through charts and graphs. So the cool thing is that if you need more extensive financial tools, consider investing in accounting software. Also think about the interface. Every tool you use in your business needs to have an interface that's easy to integrate. So choosing business planning software with a steep learning curve or difficult to navigate interface may make the process of creating a business plan more frustrating than it needs to be. Also think about templates. So one of the greatest advantages to using business plan software is access to business plan templates and examples. So the best business plan software options offer a range of templates, enabling you to create business plans for multiple audiences and different contexts. Also think about software integrations. If you have a tightly connected tech stack, it would behoove you to find a business plan software tool that can integrate seamlessly with other popular business tools, including Microsoft Office and popular platforms for marketing and accounting. And if you run into trouble with your business planning software, a great support team or library of business resources can help you get back on track. As a bonus, most business plan software providers also offer online learning tools to help you maximize your results, including video tutorials and built-in advice modules. Let me give you a bonus here. If you're still with us here, I want to really talk to you a little bit about the benefits of business plan software. It's important to understand that when you think about business plan software, you're thinking about a tool that actually allows you to get things done quickly, right? So you can create a business plan with prompts, suggestions, or tips. So using business plan software is especially helpful for new business owners who really don't know all the sections to include to increase the odds of getting funding. And one thing I want to say here is that you want to use business plan software for a lot of things. You want to actually make sure that you have you want to look at ease of use, look at the features that you want to have in the business plan, look at the cost. This is really important. You want to look at the transparency in terms of the pricing. You want to look at the customer reviews, and you also want to go back to the features, because the features are going to make your life easy or complicated based on the industry you're in, the types of investors you're seeking. Some investors, let me give you an example. If you have an investor who wants to have a business plan that's heavy on visuals, that's heavy on numbers, then you want to have a business plan software tool that allows you to actually have that. And you can think in this case to have Plan Guru, for example. There are some other investors who want to have more analysis, more explanation. They don't want to have a lot of visuals. They just want to have they want you to really explain exactly how you're going to monetize your business model. And so if that's the case, then you go with a player such as BasePlan that really goes heavy onto the explanation phase. And so it's really up to you. And also the question is, do you need some kind of road mapping ability? In other words, would you have several teams involved, and would you need a tool to monitor how those teams are, I would say, are accountable to each other, but also accountable vis-a-vis the project overall. And so you want to have road mapping in terms of setting a goal that you that your team can reach real fast. And you also want to pay attention to scalability. Pay attention to scalability. Like right now, your organization might be small right now, but a year or two from now or three from now, you might have a unicorn to deal with. So it's important to have business plan software that can scale with you, okay? And which goes back to the last part of this conversation. I want you to also pay attention to things like calculations of financials or comparisons of those finances with industry standards. So it's important to have the tool that gives you the capability to get that done. This is so quintessential. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. Here is a recap of today's conversation. I was just explaining to you how to choose business plan software. So I gave you the overview, the winner, the value added, the pros, the cons, the approach, the steps, the bonus. Really appreciate it. And now the recap. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.